Aw, spicy chicken sandwich.
This is all going to be edited out. Talk about why you chose this platform. And action!
Hey y'all, welcome to Riflemen Reloaded. I am Will, and we are going to be going over today our choice of weapon for the zombie apocalypse. Today it's Zach, Jordy, and me, Will. So stay tuned and get ready. We're going to have some fun today.
Today's sponsor is IMU, a 4-stage beard product to make sure that your magnificent mane, unfortunately mine was burned off in a very bad firework accident. I know. But before it got burned up, I used this product. This keeps your beard nice and healthy, somewhat like the Marvel character Thor. Not going to use his name, but women, you know who I'm talking about. Amazing. And the trophy of it all, the beard oil. Men, this will make your women smell you from across the house in a very luxurious way.
No lie.
No lie.
I was gonna say not now.
Not now, no. This line has been named.
This naked lion.
Naked Lion. Hey, nothing wrong with the Naked Lion. Manscaped. Pick up your IMU product today at your local Walmart or Walmart online. Back to the show.
Okay, so we're going to start it off with Georgie. He's going to tell us his weapon of choice for the zombie apocalypse, and then we're going to go to Zach and then me.
All right, y'all. So I decided to go with something a little different. I was on the brink of between a shotgun and a AR style rifle. So I decided to go with my Mark 12, my Daniel Defense Mark 12. Reason being, 5.56 shoots .223. It's a true and tested round. And when this rifle is obviously clean and I got everything on it, it runs amazing. With this, I had the Vortex Strike Eagle 1-8 LPVO. I mean, I can shoot at 50 yards, I can shoot out at 500, 600 yards with a little bit of practice. So I chose a 5.56 .223 style rifle because a lot of people have ARs in this country. So it's going to be very easy to come across extra mag or extra ammunition.
Or a part.
Or a part, exactly. Because 2 is 1, 1 is none. If I see a spare part, I'm going to stick it in my backpack for sure.
I would definitely do it.
Yep. So I stuck a Magpul bipod on there. Yes, it looks very Mark 12 fanboyish, and yes, I am a Mark 12 fanboy. Don't hate.
I'm so sorry. We'll convert you over to the AK platform any day of the week.
Maybe one day.
One day.
That's wishful thinking.
It is.
But yeah, no, more stability. The vertical foregrip, I used it when I was in the U.S. Army. I'm more comfortable with the vertical foregrip over an angle foregrip, and plus, if I'm having to lead into a doorway and someone grabs my rifle, I have a better grip of being able to snatch it back and fire it back. But yeah, no. This rifle, it's deadly accurate. I've also got a night vision setup for it. I don't have it on the rifle obviously right now, but I can also use this thing at nighttime when I want to. And I mean, I know night vision is getting a lot more popular.
I'm scared of the dark.
I was when I was growing up too.
Still am. Proud of it.
Do y'all ever still feel like someone's watching you and you run to your bedroom real quick?
That's called the life.
Do y'all still put the blankets over your feet at the end of the bed?
Yes.
Afraid for something to grab your feet?
I will never put my feet over the bed.
I don't. To be honest with you, I usually just like I call it the hammock. I spread out. It's like, come and get me.
And now off to Zach.
AR-15. Practical, but cute. The apocalypse isn't looking for cute, Georgie. What they're looking for is a good old classic American 12-gauge shotgun.
Can't go wrong with it.
The reason why I'm cocking and I'm pumping it. The reason why I selected the 12-gauge Mossberg Maverick 88 shotgun is because of a couple reasons. A, the round is somewhat universal. 12 gauge is a very popular house defense round. Easy to scavenge. It's cheap. And at the same time, there's something about it where the size matters. It has more girth. So when it comes to the 12 gauge shotgun, you have different target loads. So if I was looking for small game, birdshot. Big game, like mutated deer or maybe a bunch of zombies, buckshot. Or if there's a zombie I really don't like, or a big giant mutant spider, slug. Nothing's going to stop that. The 12 gauge is an all-purpose weapon. It's been around for a long time. I think we all can agree to that.
I agree.
The military was contracted to use the Mossberg and the Benelli and the Spas 12. A lot of people don't know that.
I did not know that.
So if the military uses this, 12 gauge shotgun, I think, hey, maybe a 12 gauge, maybe they had something going on. Maybe they thought about this, like, hey, you sailors, you Marine MPs, shotgun time. Not like the dance.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they at one point was thinking about basically outlawing those as basically a war crime?
Yes, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Back in World War I, the Germans, in trench warfare, thought the 12 gauge was a little bit too inhumane because of the damage it dealt on the battlefield. To me, we'll save that opinion for another day.
Yeah.
So, 12 gauge spreads, I have a spread shot. You need to hit something within 50 yards, slug. And this is why, now if I could choose any shotgun for the apocalypse, whether it be zombie, fallout, collapse of government, that's a high possibility. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with this. You're a clever girl, Jurassic Park, Spas 12 gauge, or also The Terminator. Both are respectable films. So this is why, the reasons why I chose the 12 gauge shotgun. Now this shotgun, somewhat to your Daniel defense, which is American made, is a Mossberg Maverick 88, which is also American made.
Love it.
Nothing beats Americana. But we'll go over the reliability features on another episode. Please stay tuned. But I think we're missing something. I really do. I think that we discussed a rifle, we discussed a shotgun, but there's something that people don't expect. Maybe there's the hatchet I was telling you about last episode. Maybe Mel Gibson's gonna come out. Oh, I'm not a Mel Gibson fanboy. I just thought it was appropriate to throw that out there because he's the hatchet in the movie Patriot. Great film. Check it out. Will, what would your weapon of choice be?
Hear ye.
What kind of bayonet is that?
It is actually a bayonet for an AK-47.
An AK-47.
If you're gonna hold it, you need to hold it Call of Duty style, first-person view.
First-person view. I would run away from you if you held a knife like that to me on Call of Duty. Like, oh my God.
I'd run.
Should we show them what I'm really gonna go with?
What are you gonna really go with, Will?
Oh no.
Going with the classic style
Oh.
compound bow. 50 pound draw.
50 pound. Okay.
This is a Bear Grazer G2. It is an amazing weapon. I fired it for, I probably put about 50, 60 arrows through it, and so far it's been tried and true.
Okay.
Main reason I would go with this, it's light, so I'm can carry it. Arrows, as long as you don't bend or break them, they're reusable.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right.
And you can go with different arrowheads, like the ones I got on there now are just the standard field tips.
Oh, center field tips. Nothing exotic.
Nothing exotic, but I do have the ones that you've seen, the ones that are like the razors.
Yes,
My,
they look like mini straight razors.
Yes. Those would be for like the main hunting, the deer and stuff. The regular field tips, they're going through the head.
Not that I would know, but I think I used one of the Zera tips to shave off my beard yesterday.
Oh, that was rough.
I miss my beard.
But I most definitely would go with this because not a lot of people's going to go with the bow. And there's going to be a lot of parts and stuff that you'll be able to get and lots of arrows. Because like I said, everybody's going to go for a gun or a crossbow, which the crossbow arrows are roughly, I'd say about a third of the length of an actual arrow.
For a bolt? Yeah.
And I mean, just all around amazing weapon. I mean, it's light, you can carry it, and You can still carry your firearm with you as well.
The sidearm, yeah, you're absolutely right.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Now, what if you were to drop that thing in some water or mud? Would it still be able to function?
Yes.
It's a good question. Damn good question.
Even though it does have ball bearings in it, they are coated with lithium grease.
Ooh.
So once you're able to actually get somewhere and clean it out and re-oil it, you're gonna fire just as well.
Now, do you have to re-grease that every?
Every so often, yeah. Like
So
I'd say, everybody's saying about every 50 to 60 errors that you put through, you need to re-grease them.
Now, does it
check
matter
your-
on the grease that you use for the bow?
It really doesn't, but I would use lithium grease because it's very fine.
So, would you recommend Astroglide?
If you're trying to slip something in somewhere.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'll have this, and I'll probably have a sidearm, and probably on my back I'll have my, what I call my mini mark.
Not mini Mark Wahlberg. If anyone's questioning that.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Your split times between arrows.
I'm fat, so it takes a little time.
So, now we're talking about the pros and cons of each one. This is what makes Riflemen Reloaded so unique, different than the other channels. We're not going to agree with freaking anything. We're not. That's just who we are. We all have our preferences. We all have our own opinions. It's up to you as a viewer to decide which one's on the right. So, moving on. We're going to first go with the Mark 12 Manual Defense. Here's the problems I have with this being your apocalyptic weapon of choice. If you chose a 9mm, I would have been more impressed. Okay, I'm not talking about 9mm AR-15. Okay, I'm talking about a Glock, a Beretta. The only reason why is because of that gas impingement system. You're in the apocalypse. That rifle's gonna get dirty, it's gonna get muddy, it's gonna get sandy, it's gonna get dusty, and it's gonna get ugly. Reliability is a key feature. Now, if that was your weapon of choice, I respect that. Because you have some smart points. It's a very common round, especially within the United States. 223 and 5.56 is located almost anywhere. Everybody uses it. But as the mechanical feature of this rifle, that's the only thing I have a problem with. I love your setup. You have a freaking flashlight. You know what I'm gonna do to mine? I'm gonna duct tape a Maglite to my shotgun. Okay, I'm gonna old school Left 4 Dead it. Okay.
Hey, ask Lucas from T-Rex Arms. He knows about the tape.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with tape, but your LVPO, I think it's a very wise move. I really do believe that. You have a one-by-side picture, and you can go up to what, 24, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh.
Power-wise.
It's a 1 to 8.
1 to 8 power. I wouldn't rock that. That's impressive. You already have a flashlight mounted on it. You have your camouflage already on there. You have your vertical foregrip. By the way, which he told me, which is a good idea. I'm gonna bring this up. So you have more control of your rifle. I'm not talking about when firing it. What if someone's trying to disarm you? It's a good thing to think about. But that's the only well I can throw. The only flak I can throw at your Mark 12. I think it's good, but I think it's bad at the same time.
Okay.
So who's the next victim here? How about we go in order, Will?
Okay.
Georgie, you ready?
Hold on.
Well, let me pull it out. That way we can see the wood.
First off, let me know when the Maverick 88 comes out with a torture test on it.
I actually did.
As good as Daniel Defense's?
Actually better.
Dropped it out of a helicopter, ran it over, blew up a stick of dynamite next to it.
No, I want to say that. But when it comes to, like, I would say, practical sense of firing consistently, non-stop, it beats the AR. And there's been proof on that. But this is the main problem I have. Will, can you see this? Georgie, can you see this?
It's so wide open.
It's wide open. You're going to get all sorts of fun stuff in there, guys, from, hold it.
Yeah.
You're going to get anywhere between mud, sand, grit. Is it still going to function? Most likely. But there's another problem with the Mossberg. But before I tell you what my issue is with the Mossberg shotgun, Will, what's the biggest fault you have with that being the Apocalypse rifle of choice or Apocalypse firearm of choice? gonna see if you can nail it right on the bullseye.
Like, first of all,
Oh shit! Here we go.
you know me, I come from shotgun family, and you know I have that old Springfield.
You do have an old Springfield shotgun, yes.
First off, like everybody's talking about, you don't have the guard here to keep the dirt and dust out.
You're right.
So it's gonna get in here to the cocking mechanism, and it's gonna get in there to the pin.
You're absolutely right.
And that's the only thing I have about this gun, besides, I mean, maybe over time the wood rotting off of
Wood
it.
rot. That's okay. I keep all the spare parts. It's originally plastic, but I got those.
And before we continue, all of these guns are unloaded. So if y'all are just sitting there freaking out, they are all unloaded. We've cleared all chambers.
Besides these guns.
Yes.
They were once there before I had kids.
But also, over time, bringing this tube, they wear out pretty quickly.
That is very true. Now, do you mind if I take my shotgun that you deeply offended?
Your boomstick.
My boom stick? There's one key part I was looking for both of you guys. What's something that the AR-15 has over the shotgun?
Distance.
Not just distance, what else?
Power.
I would debate that depending on range.
Velocity.
Reload time.
True. Because
You're able to drop a new mag out of your Daniel Defense and put a new fresh one in, and I'm gonna be here struggling like, oh yeah.
I don't know why it took me so long to think about that, because that's literally the first thing that hit my mind whenever I was debating on what weapon to bring.
Unless you're John Wick and you can just go clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're no John Wick.
No.
We're trying to get there. Training.
But that's the only thing. Like, this is the good key points from both of you. Now, do I change my mind to something else? Yes, I do, but that's for another episode once I get it back, which is the RPK. but then again, another key point that we haven't even discussed about was weight.
Yeah.
We never talked about weight.
Yeah.
I did on mine.
You did on yours. Oh, trust me, it's coming. I'm gonna wipe you out. I'm gonna mortar the crap out of you because you offended my shotgun. But at the same, it's okay. He didn't mean it. But I respect both your guys' opinions. I think we're all being good sports about this. And it beats both of the other two people's choices of apocalyptic weapons. If another episode does not post after this, my address is somewhere in Florida. All right, Will, your turn. Now, George, you want to go first or you want me to go? No, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Go first.
Will.
Upside down.
I know. Well, why'd you hand it to me upside down first off?
Wait, do we make sure it's unloaded? Okay, check.
Check. Will. So when you have to engage somebody with this thing, or something, are you going to end up going to retrieve your arrows? Arrows? If I can talk today.
If I'm in the clear, yes.
Okay,
If I'm not in the clear, they're going to stay there.
can I add on to that? If I may?
Go for it.
What if there's 6 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to have to go with my sidearm.
Okay, but let's say you don't have the sidearm. Oh,
Old school.
up close and personal, fresh Sweeney Todd shave.
That's old school.
That is old school. That is very old school. Continue, mate. I'm sorry. I just had to have that.
No, you're good. That was my main question. I mean, I already asked the other. I mean, can it still function whether if it was dropped in mud or water?
Yeah.
It's still reliable.
Can it still be reliable?
Now, let me ask you this question. Will, can you hand me that bayonet real quick? Thank you. Can I intervene? The AK-47 bayonet has 2 purposes. Defending yourself in close combat, barbed wire cutters. Barbed wire cutters beat string.
Yeah.
That's another thing too I was worried about. Those strings do give out. They do, and you have to get it retested, repulled, restringed, all that fun jazz. But the only thing I have, I would love to hold this. You mind?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. I see
lightness,
it.
yeah.
I see a lightness. I love your optic. I think it's a great optic. Okay. Apocalypse though. Pros, it's quiet.
That's the main thing.
Main is quiet. That's the main focus here.
Completely agree.
Okay. Now, I had a bow back in Alabama before it was really taken away. Not by law enforcement, but I had an experience trying to shoot arrows. And actually, I used these exact arrows that you have right here. Arrows I had just like similar to these, which had the orange and green. I missed my target. I hit a chain link fence. Can't hit a big target, but I can hit that thin wire of metal. Completely ruined my arrow. So let's think practically here. Let's say you have 20 arrows. Okay? 5 are going to fit. You're going to miss your target. I would miss my target. You will miss your target. Especially if it's a new bow you pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's inevitable. You're going to miss.
You're exactly right. And I applaud you for speaking up like that.
Even with our guns, we're still going to miss one shot out of...
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But here's the thing. The difference between this beautiful bow. I love this bow. Okay, I would love to shoot this bow.
And it's a pop elliptic green as well.
Yes, and I think it's great. It reminds me of Monster Energy drinks. But let's say we're looking at a deer. Let's say all 3 of us. Let's say we ended up in the same zone in the apocalypse, whether it be zombie, follow government, whatever. And there's a deer. Deer. We both know what these animals are. Okay. Timing wise, how fast can you notch another arrow once you miss?
I haven't tried fast reload yet.
Okay, think of a normal time for you then. 5 seconds? 6?
Roughly.
5 seconds? Okay. So in 5 seconds, you think that's enough time for me to clear 2 of my rounds? Georgie, probably 3? 4?
Yeah.
Do I think it's a wise choice? Yes. I'm not bashing it. I'm just telling you the reasons why I would not pick this. This. It's not really a firearm. I would say a
Melee?
not melee, just a nice. It's like that nice classic Mustang or that nice classic '69 Dodge Charger that pulls up, and you're like, ooh, that's a classic. It's a beautiful classic. It'd be a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. That's another pro.
Light, yeah.
It's light as hell.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy maneuverable.
Now, so
you can get these nasty little buggers to go on there.
For real.
But
It's all
Will,
good.
in the long run, I think it's a wise choice. In the long run, do you think it's a wise choice? I think there's flaws with all of our picks. And that's what makes this channel so great. We're able to suck it up, take the hits, and move on with our day. This is Riflemen Reloaded. This is what we're about. I'm not going to tell you to go buy this bow. I'm not going to tell you to buy this Deano Defense Mark 12. I'm not going to tell you to buy the Maverick 88. But
We are going to tell you to buy IMU though.
we are going to tell you, check out this beer product, IMU. Great product. You just can't. It'll grow back, I promise you. And I look like I'm 18 again.
No.
It's Cruiser.
Cruiser.
The
I thought it had the
big
Grazer.
G2.
Sorry. We'll have to edit that. I thought
And
it was
we just lost a potential sponsor. Or you just created a new product.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was the Crazer. I'm sorry about that, guys, because
The next day.
Hey guys. So, as you can tell, it's pretty late, and was editing the new episode and discovered that our camera ran out of memory. Gotta love 4K. But if anyone was wondering who won the Apocalypse episode, come on, you know what it was. Don't tell Jordy. Don't tell Will. That's the Mossberg Maverick 88.
And action!
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. Time out. Stop it.